G&E presents Ready, your tireless household servant.
I wash and dry your clothes, play your radios, I can heat your coffee pot.
He can see is a mushroom cloud. He is blinded from the...
Since the 40s, many utilities, with the help of companies like General Electric...
Power, money, smash hit, $5.99 from K-Tel, tape $7.99.
Over 100 years, GE has been a company powered by ideas.
People trapped in elevators and buildings have activated the emergency command center.
Excellent.
It starts. The episode starts with Bart, and he gets a letter saying, "I'm going to kill you, Bart."
Right. I'm gonna kill you, Bart. Because doesn't Lisa have a pen pal or something?
Oh. No, that's something... Wait, she does have a pen pal. And that's another yes. And it starts off with she has a pen.
She has a pen pal from someone in some Asian country.
Yeah, like a repressed country or something. And Bart, he thinks that's making fun of her.
Something like that, and then he gets a letter.
Right. He gets the letter, written in what appears to be blood-like. "I'm going to kill you, Bart."
But that's not how it starts. It starts they're on the couch, Bart and Lisa, and they're watching TV, right?
That's right, yes. They're watching
Itchy and Scratchy.
Oh.
And it's some Itchy and Scratchy episode.
Isn't that's the cartoon show they watch, right?
It's incredibly violent.
It's shockingly violent, and they think it's hilarious.
Because they always die, right? They always die.
The cat always dies. The cat always gets it really violently.
Somebody always gets chopped up to bits.
That's the cat, Itchy. Or is it Scratchy?
Itchy's the cunning mouse who always tries to kill Scratchy. Who is the cat? Bart and Lisa think it's completely hilarious. It's disturbing. It's awesome.
I think, yeah, I saw that. The first time I saw that, and I thought, that's going too far.
Oh, it's absolutely going too far. It's so brilliant.
So, I remember they're watching the episode and something.
They are watching the episode, and it gets incredibly violent. Lisa is totally cracking up, but Bart isn't.
Yes. Lisa's asking Bart, "Bart, why aren't you laughing?" And Bart's full of gloom and he's depressed because someone is trying to kill him.
And then the doorbell rings and it's the mail.
Yes, and that's when Lisa gets the pen pal letter.
Right. And that's when Bart gets another death threat. And like no one else, like everyone's all blasé about it. And at one point he's like, okay, so everything's shot like Cape Fear, where there's all these smash cuts where it's just like, dung, where like they start on one shot and sort of widen out in this way that Cape Fear likes.
The second Cape Fear.
The second, the De Niro. So it'll be like, he'll walk up and he'll open up the letter and suddenly a smash cut on it saying, "I'm going to kill you, Bart." And then it widens out. And at one point he's got all the letters on the kitchen table, like an overhead shot, written in blood. And it's the womp, 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 womp. That's the sound from the Cape Fear soundtrack. It's the womp, 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 womp. Womp, womp, womp,
Womp! No.
Womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. And so it's that. It's all of them sitting around the kitchen table, and it's like, "Die, Bart, die. I'm going to kill you, Bart. Dun, dun, dun." And then it like widens out, and one's written in pen, and Homer's like, and Bart's like, "Why is this one written in pen?" And Homer's like, "Oh, I wrote that one for the time when Bart tattooed this on my butt." And he like pulls down his pants, and his butt is tattooed with the word "wide load." The whole family's laughing for like a really weirdly long time. Marge, Lisa, the baby, all laughing. I just think it's funny that they take a break from the episode to laugh at Homer. Anyways.
There's a court case.
Right. But before the court case, at the end of the sequence, you see ketchup bottle spurting onto a letter, "Die, Bart, die." And it's the reveal. It's Sideshow Bob.
Right.
Sideshow Bob?
Played by Kelsey
And then
Grammer.
Right, played by Kelsey Grammer. And then he takes
Isn't
it.
Sideshow Bob the one with the hair?
The hair, yes. Sideshow Bob is...
A clown.
A clown gone very wrong, very, very wrong.
Okay, but I thought Mr. Burns and a fish with 3 eyeballs.
Blinky? That's a completely different episode.
Mr. Burns runs a nuclear power plant.
No, I know that, but never mind.
You're thinking of the episode where the nuclear power plant is polluting the Springfield River. Mr. Burns doesn't try to kill him. Not in that one.
Excellent, right?
Excellent.
So, he's writing letters. Sideshow Bob is writing letters in ketchup.
And then he tastes the ketchup before we go to commercial. Evilly.
And then he's on the sand.
There's a montage. I remember seeing some menacing shots of him lifting weights and doing aerobic calisthenics. A 1 yanda, 2 yanda, and that's when we see the tattoos.
Wait, what are the tattoos?
There are some tattoos because you see shots of him in prison, and because he only has 3 fingers, because the Simpsons characters only have 3 fingers.
Is there really only 3?
Yeah, that seems...
Plus thumbs.
That's so weird. I never knew that, but that's ignorance for you.
Yeah. Well, because Sideshow Bob only has 3 fingers, it's written like L-U-V, and there's an H.
Oh, that's
like,
from Do the Right Thing.
No, from Do the Right Thing, that's also stealing from...
Stealing from Night of the Hunter.
Night of the Hunter!
Oh.
Night of the Hunter he has. The villain has love and hate tattooed on his chest.
Who's also Robert Mitchum, right?
Who's also Robert Mitchum, who also plays Cape Fear, who's also De Niro's character in the original Cape Fear.
There's only 2 things in this world, love and hate.
Yeah. Well, Sideshow Bob, he has love and hate, and it's written like L-U-V with an umlaut, and I don't really know how they spell hate, but they do some weird phonetic thing with the A to make it read love and hate.
And then we go right in after. It's a quick montage of Sideshow Bob in court.
Right.
And he's charming everyone in court. And doesn't Sideshow Bob have Die Bart Die tattooed on his chest? And there's this old lady. She's like, wait, you have Die Bart Die tattooed on your chest? And he's like, no, that's German for Die Bart Die.
Die Bart, the. And then the woman in the jury box says, anyone who knows German can't be a...
Oh, right. Anyone who knows German.
Anyone who knows German has to be a very nice man.
German, right?
Anyone who speaks German
couldn't be
a bad man.
It's so awesome.
And then the prosecutor, the Smarmy-like prosecutor, that's the common Simpsons character. What are your feelings about Bart Simpson?
Oh, that guy. I think I remember that guy.
Is it not true that you repeatedly threatened to kill Bart Simpson? Bart Simpson, that spirited little scamp? And then, the lighting gets all dark, who twice foiled my evil schemes and sent me to this urine-soaked hellhole? We take exception to urine-soaked hellhole. We prefer pee-soaked stinkhole. And then Sideshow Bob is like cheerfully withdrawn.
Hey! It's nothing. I thought I heard something. Bart Simpson, you spirited little scamp.
Right. Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. He's free after that, right?
Right. Sideshow Bob is free, and he's walking.
He's walking out of the... It's him walking out of the courtroom, yes.
Right, like paroled.
And the Simpsons find out because they go to the movies, and it's again a spoof of a scene from Cape Fear, where they go to the movies, and Sideshow Bob is sitting in front of them with a cigar, smoking a cigar and laughing, like, ha 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 ha.
The only thing I can remember about that whole movie, Illeana Douglas like sucks Robert De Niro's fingers in a gross way, and then he bit the lady's face off.
Right.
Bit the lady's face off. That's all I can remember.
No. He kills the dog. Does he bite the lady's face?
He bites her face hard. But in front of Sideshow Bob is Homer, sitting with like an even bigger cigar, laughing and laughing. And Sideshow Bob is like, come on, now that's just inappropriate. And Bart says, it's you. You're the one threatening to kill me. And Sideshow Bob says, what does Sideshow Bob say? Do you know what he says?
No.
It's you, Bart says. You're the one who keeps sending me threatening letters. And, oh God, okay, wait. I remember. There's something where Sideshow Bob keeps meaning to say something in a dreadful way, and then it comes out in some linguistic thing wrong. Oh God, this is hard too.
That totally sounds familiar.
They say something along the lines of, you stay away from our son. And Sideshow Bob retorts like, this is torture, I know this is funny. Oh!
Did you get it?
No. Well, I just remembered. Well, the whole first act is, who's sending letters, and at one point, Lisa's like, I know who did it. So she calls up Mo the bartender because she figures it must be him for taking revenge on all the prank calls at bars and making. So she calls him, and he answers, Mo's Tavern. And Lisa's like, cut it out, Mo, we know it's you. And he's like, oh my goodness, all right. So he goes to the back, and there's an enormous crowd of pandas all hanging out in the back because he's been smuggling them from China, and they're all playing poker at like these little tables. And okay, and then Mo says, all right guys, the gig's up, get out of here, andale. And all the pandas run out like trailing poker chips.
Right.
And isn't there something where...
Come out!
I'm all right.
Come out!
I'm all right.
Oh, just get over here.
Listen, if I was going to blow you away...
Shut up! Just shut up!
Road Atlas.
For where?
The whole country.
Thank you. Where are you coming from?
Framingham.
Framingham? That's...
Massachusetts.
What part of the state?
It's near Hollingston, right?
It's in the eastern part of the state, near I-90.
So how'd you come down?
I took... well, I went over to Boston first.
How's Boston?
Boston's a mess.
How bad is it?
Yeah, it's really bad.
I have a sister.
I didn't go in. I'm sorry. I got there. I got out of there.
And then which way did you go?
I took 24 to Brockton. I was hearing rumors about a barricade near, Bridgewater. And so I cut over to 95 and took that to Providence. Providence was deserted, weirdly. Not even a lot of bodies. Maybe there was some kind of evacuation. I just don't know.
I think they were here early, so maybe the government cleared people out.
Maybe, I guess. It was eerie. I thought I should get out of there in a hurry, so I tried to head for Stamford, but so...
Stanford? My wife was in Stanford on business. She had just checked herself into the hospital there before the city was under quarantine.
I didn't actually go into Stanford. It was burned through, but there were definitely people in the area. It seemed okay.
Yay, hi, fair hair.
Wait. Let's just do this properly. I think it's really important that we just do this properly.
Right.
Okay. Right. Do you want to?
Don't you?
No. I'd rather give it a minute. You go.
Okay. All right. H. Harrison. Maureen Harrison. Dawn Harrison? 6465. You're not going to open that?
I've got a really good memory. Trust me, I really do.
Holmes. Mel Holmes. That's a woman, 38. K. Lisa Kapner, Tim Kapner, and they have 2 sons. Paul, he's 5, and Noah, 7. Is it all right if I just look?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you. I just had to.
Yeah,
You know.
Of course.
Where was I? Nelia Larkin, 14. W. Miriam Westerbrook, 36. And this was kind of crazy because she was in California.
That's not crazy. A lot of people got out of California.
It is crazy, but she's my best friend since college. Celia Campanelli.
No. Sorry.
You want to?
No, you go ahead.
D. DePaul. Elizabeth DePaul, 32. Cameron DePaul, 38. E. Arden Edwards, 12. I. Ingracia. Lou Ingracia, 39. Stuart Ingracia, 6. Tabby Ingracia, 8 months. L. Sarah Lewis, 39. Eric Shanker, 40. Timothy Wald, 42.
No. I'm sorry.
Yep. Jenny?
Okay. B. Butler. Angela Butler, 71. Sharon Butler, 46. This is Boston. Richard Butler, 52. C. Cohen. Marielle Cohen, 17. Nina Cohen, 19. Raul Cohen, 15. G. Garber. Mark Garber, 37. Casey Martin, 39. Rolo Martinez, 50.
Wait. Casey Martin.
Casey Martin?
I've got a Casey Martin.
He's got brown hair, almost 6 foot.
Brown hair, tall, yeah.
Glasses?
Glasses, yeah.
Glasses and brown eyes.
Glasses, I don't know about the eyes.
Lean, he's got a lean build.
Yeah. Bethesda.
He's in Bethesda?
No, he's from Bethesda. And briefly before that, DC. And then before that, Scranton for college. And before that, Belmont, a tiny town in Maine.
Oh, okay, that's not him.
He was working in Johns Hopkins Hospital for records administration.
Yeah, that's really not him.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why I put him on my list anyway. I haven't talked to the guy in over a year. That's my 10, right? Or do I have any more?
I wasn't counting it.
I can do more.
Charlie Bernard, 69, schlumpy weird. My crazy uncle. I know you don't have him.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Sam?
Yep. Okay, I'm looking for an H. Hopkins, Linda Hopkins, she's 42. And then S. Ginny? No. Ginny? No. Virginia. Virginia Scott. She was 33.
That's it?
Yep, that's it. I come from a small town. I know about everybody else.
Oh. Okay. No. Sorry.
Oh, we're also looking for,
We're also looking for, Becca Wright, 12. You don't have her.
Oh. No.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right. So you're doing 10.
Isn't it 10?
Seems like it. I don't know. Last week, people were just knocking it back to 8. Mine are E. Evans. Peter Evans, 70. Estelle Evans, 48. Richard Kahn. Oh, sorry. That's K. Kahn Richard. L. John Llewellyn, 37. S. Nolan Scott, 36.
Okay, wait, just a second. Let me just... I gotta write a new book. I didn't leave enough room for the S's. Okay, no.
Suarez. Lilia Suarez, 38. Petra Suarez Evans, 2. Cynthia Warner, 52. Francis Warner, 22. Noah Warner, 27.
No, sorry.
no, I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Hungry?
I'm all right.
Beer?
Yes. That'd be great, thanks.
All right, I'll go fetch it.
So, how long have you been moving?
About a month and a half. Mainly I've just been, well, stopping here and stopping there. Just going. What about you?
I've been here for about a week. I'm from Baltimore. I left there around 11 weeks ago. I was in Wilmington till about a month ago. I've really been on the move for just about 3 weeks.
I was in New York. Then on my mother-in-law's cabin at the Catskills. I had to get out of there 2 weeks ago.
I live here. Or no. I lived here. Or no. I live here. Right over there.
All right, everybody, stream cooled.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
No problem. So you came down to Stanford on the 95?
Well, I cut over to 84 after Richmond. You heard that the Millstone plant went up too, right?
Millstone? What's that? Is that the...
Nuclear, yeah. Waterford.
Where is that?
It's near Mystic.
Oh, I don't know where. I only know the movie title. That's...
Northeast border with, what is it? Rhode Island.
So that's... how many miles from here?
Oh, it's, well over 150. Maybe that's 177.
So that's fine, right?
178. I'll check the atlas.
You weren't there.
Oh, no. I met some groups coming from there.
They were there when it went up.
No, they ran into some people coming from the area. They were 20 miles away when it happened.
But
they were in
that's
rough shape.
fine, right?
It depends on the weather, on the wind.
I know, but over 150?
Listen, I've heard 10, I've heard 20, I've heard 50. I've heard 50 for only a few days, and I've heard 50 for a couple weeks, and I've heard 100 for 100 million years. I mean, I just stay away when I know how to stay away.
186.
Waterford, we're fine. There are other plants a lot closer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are.
So you came down here on the 84 then?
Well, no, there are barricades on just east of Hartford until, like, I don't know where. So I just cut the whole scene a really wide berth.
I've heard that all of Pennsylvania. I heard that Illinois.
That's definitely not true. That's just a crazy rumor.
Look, yes, there are lots of crazy rumors.
But I heard that there are hundreds of plants. I didn't even know that.
That's not true.
There are plants all over. So many plants you don't even know where they are.
There's like a dozen in the whole country at most. A dozen. 20 at most.
I heard hundreds.
The plants are in the east part, mainly.
It's not like this was sudden. There were weeks and weeks and weeks where it was made pretty clear, and they had weeks and weeks and weeks to plan for this.
I think there was a lot of pressure, though, to keep the plants going, to keep the grid up. They were so worried about the grid going down and everyone freaking.
Well, on the news, there was this one guy who was saying that they no longer have the personnel in a lot of places. You can't just shut them down and walk away. You have to have all of these people, like hundreds of trained people, meticulously stow the material, and that they may have just waited too long, until too many of those people just had gotten sick.
Where was this? I didn't see this.
It was local. It was one of the last broadcasts before they just started to go off the air.
People are not competent. Can I just say that? People are not competent.
I ran into this guy at the Walmart. We were talking about duct tape. There isn't any left at the Walmart, of course, and I never thought to get any before because I thought, well, really, what's the use? And now I'm sorry because it's handy and I hate going into houses. I'm not good with this thing. So anyway, we were talking about where we'd still have it, and he had this great idea, the janitorial areas at school. And anyway, we were talking about duct tape, and he said he had this cousin who worked at a nuclear power plant, Oyster Creek. It's near Asbury Park, and he said...
Where's that? Asbury Park. How many miles from here?
It's around 100.
100?
Indian Point is actually a lot closer.
How much closer?
About 30.
Look, guys, so you were talking to the guy in the Walmart, and he said...
He said that what happens is that when the plant operators take the plant offline, that the cooling pools, which are, well, you know.
Right.
Okay, so the whole system continues to operate, and that, you know, the radioactivity, the rods, they're fine, basically, for as long as there's power to the plant. They just sit there. It's fine, and that when they run out of power, they have these massive generators that continue to supply power to the plant and to the cooling pools until they run out of fuel. And then the electricity stopped, and the fire started, and, you know, everyone's just really distracted. And he gradually realizes, you know, I don't think anyone is thinking about this. And the weeks are kind of just ticking away.
The fires were before.
The fires? No, those were after.
The fires happened before the grid went down.
The big fires? The crazy explosions? Those were after.
Not where I was.
Depended on where you were.
Babe.
I'm just... All right. Before, after... Before he realizes no one is thinking about it.
Yeah. He's thinking about it. So he decides, well, okay, it's on me. So he formulates this plan where he's gonna go to the generator shed, stock up on fuel, and he's thinking that the shed is gonna be locked because when people are panicking, they don't think, they just lock. I'll just have to pry it open. I'll take a crowbar and I'll pry the heck out of that shed. I'll bust it open, refuel the generators, and that's what I will do, right? That will be my task. That is what I will dedicate myself to, refueling those massive generators until they break at some point, because things always break down. But at that point, I guess it's different. Like the radioactivity has bubbled away, like the worst of it is gone. It's not as radioactive. He was excited. It wasn't clear.
He knew what he was talking about, though, right? He knew.
I know, but did he? I mean, he had these terms. His cousin worked at the guard box at the gate. But what he told me was that he had gone to do it. He had. He was living about 15 miles away at the time, and he sets out. It takes him about a day and a half because of Anyway, okay, he's there, right? He's at the gas station about a mile from the main entrance. It's an utterly gorgeous day, and he's siphoning off gas from one of the main tanks. He has containers, and he has this dolly, I think it is. It's like a bunch of wooden planks, and it's got strips of carpeting. It's on wheels.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a dolly.
Okay, so he has a dolly. He has containers of gas. He's determined, he's set, he's ready to go. And then he has a flash. A vivid dream, just like something you'd imagine it. A waking fantasy. He can see himself, right there, right beyond Reactor A, half in the sunlight. And he doesn't look at it, though, as he's pressing on and up the little service roadway and getting to the shed. And right, he's at the service shed, and he's totally picturing himself busting at it until he busts it open. And the shed itself is vast and shadowy, and at the end of it, this hulking generator. And he's pressing on down the little roadway inside the shed, and he notices all these machines, and it's so quiet with these giant energy-filled things, and there's no noise. He sees the generator, steps right up to it. Cold. Dead. Too late. And his heart is pounding. And he feels this flutter in his stomach. And he's asking himself, is this adrenaline? Probably not. And then the ache started in his head.
Wait, is this how you know? Is this the first headache?
This is just what he said. The ache and the stomach ache. Right. So he starts back off down the roadway, and he's there. He's right back at the entrance. Yes. And he's thinking, if I can just get up around that road, if I can just get there. And he sees Reactor A still above him, half in the sunlight. And this is when the first wave of nausea hits. And he discovers he's soiling himself. And this is weird. He doesn't want the reactor to get to watch him die. So he starts off back down the roadway, and he's thinking, if I can just get out of sight, feet carry me that far, feet don't fail me now. And this is when he snaps back into it. He's back at the gas station. He's got his containers of gas and his dolly. And he's looking back up the roadway leading to the plant. And he knows he can't do it. He lowers the dolly, leaves his containers, and he walks away. He said it's not knowing that is the problem. He said, I could do anything if I just know what it is. I just can't manage the dread. And then we talked about duct tape. I have a box of it. You're welcome to some if you want.
Oh, I'll stay away from your son, all right. I'll stay away. Forever! Oh, no. That was the line. Oh, I'll stay away from your son, all right. I'll stay away forever. Oh.
I was gonna bash your face in, I swear to God.
Thank God.
I'll stay away forever.
Right.
They were in the movie theater.
Well, yeah, and then Marge says, right? Yeah, Marge says,
You're an awful man. Stay away from my son.
but wait, no, this is after. Bart, what does he say? It's you!
It's you.
You're the one who's been trying to kill me. The one who's sending me threatening letters. And then Marge says,
Stay away from my son. You're an awful man.
And then, ominous, all ominous. Oh, I'll stay away from your son. I'll stay away forever.
Yes.
Which freaks Homer out.
It does.
And then he's frustrated because that's like not what he meant to say. He's, oh, no, that's no good. And he's just so frustrated and he just walks off.
Awesome.
So good.
That's it, yes.
Can you do that with the rest of the episode?
No, I can't. I can't. I really wish I could.
No, you underestimate yourself. That was brilliant.
That was so good.
Well, I've never actually watched an episode of The Simpsons. Not all the way through. That bit comes from an ex-girlfriend. She was a Simpsons fiend. She used to have this, routine, like you'd say. Listen, would you mind not drumming your fingers like that? And, oh, I'll stop drumming my fingers, all right. I'll stop drumming them forever. Completely annoying. She's the one you really need. Seriously. She was always quoting from them and all that.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Gibson.
Jenny.
Maria.
Sam.
You guys were in the middle of the episode.
We were in the middle of the episode.
Right. Where were we?
Pandas.
Right, the pandas.
Right. And Mo was shooing them away. Andale.
No, that was so much earlier. We were actually...
In the movie theater.
Right, we were in the movie theater.
I'll stay away from your son, all right. I'll stay away forever.
And then
So
he goes
good.
off.
He goes off, and then next...
And then they're on the houseboat, right? On, is it Cape Fear in the cartoon?
Terror Lake.
Right. And they're piranhas.
There are piranhas.
And Bart, he's running from the piranhas.
Yes, he's running. Okay, so Sideshow Bob is running onto the deck, and he's going to, he cuts it. He's got a machete.
Oh.
So he takes Bart. He takes Bart out of the hold onto the deck, and he, runs away and looks over the railing, and there are crocodiles.
Oh, right, the crocodile.
All the crocodiles are snapping up at him, and Bart says, oh no! So he runs to the front of the boat and he sees that there are piranhas, and he looks over and he says, oh no! So he goes back to the back of the deck again, looks over, and there are even more crocodiles, and Bart says, all right.
But I think we're forgetting something. Isn't there a cactus before?
The road trip when they're driving to Terror Lake.
They drive through a cactus patch. Right?
Right. Okay, so they're driving, and Homer's like, hey everyone, wanna go drive through that cactus patch? And the whole family's like, yay! While Sideshow Bob is hanging on under, ouch.
Yes, because at the end...
Because at the very end, Sideshow Bob performs the HMS Pinafore, the entire Guilford and Sullivan opera.
At some point, him and Bart are doing a duet together.
Yeah, it's like...
No, never.
Yeah, no, never. And Bart's like, what, no, never? No, never, what, never? Sailors never getting sick at sea.
Yeah, sailors never get sick at sea. What, never? No, never. What, never? Well, hardly ever. Sailors hardly ever get sick at sea.
Yes.
Nice.
An aficionado.
Well, worse than that, I'm afraid. I belong to a small amateur society.
Does that mean you can do schoolgirls?
Well, I have played Pooh-Bah in the Mikado. Twice.
Let's hear it.
Are you sure? Because the tough truth is, you only have to ask me once.
Yes.
Hit me.
Bring it. 3 little maids from school are we, pert as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Bum 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 bum. Nobody's safe, we care for none. Bum 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 bum. Life is a joke that's just begun. Bum 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 bum. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids who all unwary come from a ladies' seminary, freed from its genius tutelary. 3 little maids from school, 3 little maids from school.
You got a letter too, Bart. I'm going to kill you.
Hello, Mo? You know you're the one behind this. So knock it off or we're going to the cops.
Simpson.
Bart Simpson? The spirited little scamp who twice foiled my evil schemes and sent me to this dank, urine-soaked hellhole.
We object to the term urine-soaked hellhole when you could have said pee-pee-soaked heckhole.
Cheerfully withdrawn.
Stay away from my son.
Oh, I'll stay away from your son, all right. Stay away forever. No! Wait a minute. That's no good.
Tell you what, sir, from now on you'll be Homer Thompson at Terror Lake. Let's just practice a bit, hmm? When I say, hello, Mr. Thompson, you'll say, hi, Jay. Hello, Mr. Thompson. Remember now, your name is Homer Thompson.
I got you.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
The great thing is, if you don't like your neighbors, you can just pull up the anchor and sail someplace else.
I shall send you to heaven before I send you to hell.
Yeah?
Such a day. You're just gonna sit there? You're not gonna come and greet me, or?
That's dogs. Sometimes children.
Jenny, I can see the plug.
Oh, I thought... Oh, all right. Do you want to go on now, or...
Gibson, is that where we put the chair?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the spot.
Maybe closer.
Well, you're not really getting the whole...
Not really.
Yeah, we just don't have enough candles.
Just rig it up for more.
Not currently in the budget.
Well, Richards, I saw one of their TV scenes. You get the color also. It looks great. And, well, also, I got one of their guys a couple drinks after, and he said they have this, what do they have? Cellophane plastic, this clear blue cellophane plastic over.
Right.
So, that wrap, remember? For food.
Yeah, very hard to come by.
Amir, right in the back, behind.
Yeah.
Well worth trying.
Well, there's one in the back I can deinstall.
We're gonna need to break it.
Of course. Won't Lewis, that's his name, right?
Lewis.
Won't he kick up a fuss?
For what he's taking from us in percentage, I think we can get a crummy mirror.
That gym was great.
The roof caved in.
I know, but there isn't anything closer to the center.
Not apparently.
I'm just surprised. We've been through here a lot.
Colleen, this should be a bigger foot motion. Yes, yes, that can be huge.
As long as you retract your foot fully each time.
Yeah, all the way back, all the way forward. And Matt, that second blink pause, it could be a moment long.
Longer. I know. Can we
just run through the FBI scene again? In no universe. Okay, but we have to work on the episode. The episode is so creaky. Right. Tonight we work on the episode. Okay, but I feel like it's more efficient while it's still in my head.
I'd actually really love to go around with my Yelp of Terror. I thought of a perfection.
And the transition sucked. We have to go over the transition anyways.
The transition really did suck. Dear Lord. All right, fine. From the beginning, that would be so great. Fine, but you've got to get it set up in 2 seconds. Thank you. 2 seconds.
You know what could be more of a thing? Sideshow Bob. The houseboat.
Absolutely.
Right now it's just sort of, here I am, clambering up the side of a houseboat. Here I am shaking my fists. Ah, there's thunder. I think I'll go back inside. It could just be more of a thing, you know?
I'd be more happy if it was more of a thing.
Well, it's because of the timing. Right now, it's all over the map.
Well, we've never really said it.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there.
In our copious free time, hey, did you have a chance to put padding on the rakes?
Yeah, it should be like a more comfortable thwack now.
Thank you, Sam.
Places! And... Hello, Mr. Simpson. My name is Agent Seacrest, Agent Ryan Seacrest, FBI Witness Protection Program.
Uh-huh.
Your family no longer needs to fear Sideshow Bob.
Yeah?
We're relocating you to a houseboat on Terror River.
Ah!
And you'll have a new identity.
Ooh, Post Malone.
That identity is already in use from now on, Mr. Simpson. You will be Mr. Thompson. Do you understand that? That's your new identity.
Got it.
Homer Simpson no longer exists. You're Mr. Thompson now.
Got it.
Good. Let's practice this a moment, shall we? Hello, Mr. Thompson. Now that's you, remember. You're Mr. Thompson now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's practice this one more time. Good morning, Mr. Thompson. How are you today, Mr. Thompson? So when I say Mr. Thompson, you respond as Mr. Thompson.
Got it.
Certain you're clear on this?
Piece of cake.
Really?
Sure thing.
Mr. Thompson.
Okay, look. I'm gonna say hello, Mr. Thompson, and I'm gonna step on your foot, okay? And when I step on your foot, you're gonna respond with hello. Got it?
Fire away.
Why, hello there, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, hello, Mr. Thompson!
I think he's talking to you.
Great.
Can we?
In no universe. On to the commercial. Go, go, go. Bop, bop, ba-da. It's been a hectic day. The car, the rush, your crazy boss. When all you want to say, stop, and let me brush off your shoes, walk through the door. Your home is here for you. Your home is here for you.
Ugh.
Such a day.
Yeah?
Such a day. You're just gonna sit there. You're not gonna come greet me, or?
That's dogs. Sometimes children. Come on over here.
All the way over there.
Come here.
You aren't gonna turn the sound up?
It's gotta prove it's worthy.
Do you know what I want?
You want me.
No, not you.
Are you sure?
Positive. It's been such a day. Do you know what I want?
You want a bath.
So badly. Traffic was nuts balls. The fluorescents at work are driving me crazy. Do you want to hear the big news?
What?
Someone is stealing lunches from the refrigerator.
Someone is what?
Stealing lunches from the refrigerator. That's low, right?
Very low. Lunches which are properly marked.
Yes, with a Sharpie. In big lettering. Last Friday, Raoul's leftover Chinese, sweet and sour pork with pineapple fried rice, and his Fritos.
And this was all in a bag.
He knows the moment he lifts it up before he even opens it.
With his name on it, in Sharpie.
With his name on it, and his Fritos.
And this was all in a bag.
He knows the moment he lifts it up before he even opens it. Why is this so light? Monday, Leslie's Pizza Pocket. Tuesday, Robbie's Quarter Pounder, and...
Sam?
Yeah?
At the mirror?
Oh, sorry about that, folks. The towel was gone, and I didn't want to risk the blanket. Do you just want to keep going?
No. Let's take a look.
All right, I'm gonna need to install it, but just to get a sense.
Gibson, let's have you sit back down so we can get you in position. Sam, that's an improvement. A definite improvement.
Hurrah, Sam!
Hello!
Hurrah, Matt!
Excellent. No time for joy. Gibson, Quincy.
I was, and Michi brought in a homemade chocolate cake. So moist, thick fudge frosting. She had a piece, and then I had a piece, and then Michael had a piece, and then 20 minutes later, it was all gone. All in one day, you know what I mean?
Right.
All in one day. Nobody can eat all of that. This isn't someone who can't be bothered to go out. They're just taking it.
They're taking it just to take it.
One of us is a predator.
But you don't pack a lunch.
No, I eat out. I love Panera. Their sandwiches are so cute and tidily packaged. The roast beef with arugula and parm. The turkey club sandwich. The BLT. It's cold outside, snow outside, but I'm tucked into the back of the Panera with my perfect triangle of chicken salad and hot cocoa, with the rest of the place just gabbling behind me. Hold on. I'm gonna add the bath salts before the tub is done filling. Oh, it's all steamy in here. Oh, yummy.
Nice bath.
Really nice bath.
Do you want me to bring you a glass of Chablis? Or I could bring you a glass of mineral water. Or mineral water with a squeeze of lemon in it. Or lime. Or I could bring you a grape Fanta. Or one of those Italian sodas you like. Or a Diet Coke.
With ice?
Of course with ice. Why not with ice? The freezer is chock full of ice.
I'll just have a Chablis. Or no, a Diet Coke. No, a Chablis. No, a Diet Coke. God, it's been a long day.
Sure thing. How's the bath?
Delicious, rejuvenating. I feel like a brand new woman.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's effective.
It's good, right?
Nice work, Jenny.
It works.
It's that fine line between tantalization and torture.
But why Chablis? Do we have to be Chablis people?
People respond well to Chablis.
Yeah, well, they're forgetting the taste and the ethos. They've just reverted to pure sound pleasure. Chablis.
It's an innocent wine, Gibson. People like innocence.
Also, isn't Chablis one of those wines that kind of went out of fashion, but actually it's quite good?
No. Common misconception, but no. Okay. Quincy, really, do you want to be a Chablis drinker?
Seriously, Gibson? All I care about my imaginary alcohol is that it's aged, okay?
Gibson, I was a Chablis drinker. Like many people, a proud Chablis drinker. Hey, what was going on with the water back there?
Sorry, my bad.
Do you need more water?
I misarranged my buckets. I have a system. Sorry, babe.
Call the plumber.
What about charades? That sounds good too. Charades.
Charades make some people slightly nervous. They can't remember if they drank it, if they liked it, or even if it was red or white. The point of a commercial is to bring a sense of reality that's welcoming, not challenging.
Well, yes, but I feel like we're failing to exploit. You know, there was this whole other thing commercials used to do. It wasn't only about feeling cozy and bounty. There was this whole other question. It was a question of identity. It wasn't, what is the desire? It's, who has the desire? I think people are ready for status again.
You're joking.
In baby steps, I think people are ready for status again.
You know what would be great? If we could get that smell, that bath salt smell.
Okay, I hate that smell.
If we heated some up, melted them in a pan.
We'll be stuck with the smell all night.
If we could just get a hint of it at the beginning.
I'm not alone. I hate that smell. Sam, you hate that smell, right?
Wait, what?
That bath salt smell before the tub is done filling?
Wait, are we doing that smell?
Wait, what? There's already a lot going on back here.
Bath salts, bubble bath, bath oil, that chemical odor.
Oh, I love that smell.
Where are the Diet Cokes? Does anyone know?
I heard someone truck them all to Denver.
Do not relax. We'll have this result in a tick.
No, I heard that too, but that's just a crazy rumor, right?
Well, there's definitely a lot of trucking going on in Denver.
But all of the Diet Cokes, there must have been so many Diet Cokes in circulation. Millions. I know a guy in Wichita, and you know what he's selling them for? Lithium batteries, 2 a can. That's nuts. I mean, can you imagine? You know what I do? I'd keep one for winter just to have it over ice and have that pop sound and the sparkling fizz.
Well, if you figure.
Oh, no.
Figure the population, 300 million. And of that, half of it's women. See, I was thinking about this the other day. And maybe 50 million of them are under 10 or above 70. So you have 100 million women. And then half of them drink 2 Diet Cokes per week. That's 50 million women drinking 2 Diet Cokes per week. 100 million Diet Cokes per week. And then, before it happened, the before moment, you have 200 million Diet Cokes across the country in warehouses and stores and vending machines, just all across. And then there's the after moment, the population, 1 million, and maybe half of them is women, half of that's women. Yeah, 500,000.
Less than that.
No one knows.
It has to be far less than that, just percentage-wise.
It's not evenly distributed?
And we lose half again as many afterwards. Those first few years, half again as many.
Well, let's just say 1 million just to say. And half of that's women, so that's 500,000. And, well...
Which actually isn't.
Over 7 years.
That's,
Well, figure half them went up in the fires anyway.
I was drinking a lot of them. I had them in the stream behind my place. It was hot that summer.
A lot of women aren't drinking them at all.
Yeah, and men were drinking it too. Men like Diet Coke.
Gay men.
Whoa.
It's just
Hey
it's just a fact. Gay men drink more Diet Coke than straight men.
well,
My uncle, the big fat butcher, guzzled down Diet Coke by the 2-liter.
Your uncle, the big fat gay butcher.
Oh, lame.
well, maybe once per week, maybe.
I was drinking way more than that. Well, when I could get a hold of them. But I haven't had one for like 3 years.
Everyone was drinking them at first because of the water. They were drinking soda, whatever it was.
So actually, that's not so much.
Or they could just be gone.
They might just be gone.
Except for the guy in Wichita.
And the stash in Denver.
Assuming that any of these numbers are even vaguely meaningful.
Right.
All right, we're gonna move on to chart hits. Hey, Gib.
Oh, right, sorry.
Just as well that stuff was gonna kill ya.
No.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna lecture anybody. Just that stuff was a very scary sweetener.
Hey, can we go easier on the steam?
Yeah, how much were you using?
It's half a stick.
Well, go easy on it. We've only got 6 boxes left, and there's a fire in Heretic Homer.
Wait, Heretic Homer. We don't want Heretic Homer, do we?
We're negotiating for it.
We're negotiating for it with primetime players.
Not with the primetime players, with the reruns.
Reruns.
Oh, right. When was that decided?
That's not what we decided.
You were at the landing, and what you don't remember...
Well, okay.
Oh, wait,
what
yes.
don't I remember?
Okay, obviously we can't decide every decision by quorum, but I think there needs to be a category of decision in which we decide by quorum, and repertoire should fall under that category of decision.
Right, yes, right. What you don't remember is that, yes, we all agreed that Heretic Homer is a really crappy show, but we may be able to improve it. Matt has a line.
A line.
And B, Springfield Files is an even crappier show.
But Springfield Files was a great show. People remember loving that episode.
Back in the day, yes. But every single time we don't play it, we end up losing it anyway. And every single time we do play it, we diminish our reputation.
But, okay, listen. If we trade away Springfield Files, it's our last show with Mr. Burns. No, listen. This is not about me playing the character. It's about himself, the character. Everyone loves him. Someone is going to have the lines.
Yes, obviously. Look, Gib, we went through all this. We decided.
We did.
We decided.
We did.
Was I peeing? I don't remember this.
We had to make a decision on it, or they were going to offer Richard Saharix.
Was I drinking? I don't remember this.
I think you were angry. Maybe you weren't listening.
Yeah, but was I?
You were drinking? Maybe you were drunk? Well, we were all drunk.
I don't. I really don't. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is brain damage.
Oh no, do not go there!
Gibson. Of course it was.
Gibson, we're not going
The deposits, the plumes, the ruptures, and the seepage. We don't... Virginia, we don't even know it every time it rains. What? No. In West Vermont, huh?
Gibson,
huh?
shut it.
Hundreds of miles from anything. Everything is A-okay.
Gibson,
And the
shut
shit
up.
is getting wrong. There are these marked blocks of spray-painted concrete in the cities, and the tanks filled with oil around the plants. We don't know how it's creeping in the shale, how it's underground or in the sewers. No one knows what's going on here. We've just been eating it. We've been drinking it. We've been breathing it. It's all broken open, and you know it.
We're not gonna talk about it.
I don't remember. I remember the conversation. I remember chiming in. Is that what we really decided?
Yes. Gibson, we decided.
Don't remember.
You were drinking. You were drunk. It wasn't a great batch either.
Hey, it was my batch. I'm gonna own up. It wasn't that great either. I had a whole headache the next day. It was terrible.
Right. Okay.
Right. What was the line?
It's a good one. And what if we pick the wrong religion? Every week, God's just getting madder and madder.
That's a great line. Yeah. And Richards doesn't have that right.
Right.
But that's it. Just one line.
Yes, Gibson.
People are going to bring forward other lines. This is when people remember.
They didn't for them.
We have a better circuit. And if the lines are out there, they'll come to us. I have every faith.
Oh, Jenny, should we discuss the booth?
The booth?
Gibson, that was a private conversation.
I know, but I didn't pretend to be anything but lying there resting.
This is what about the booth?
Something that I have not brought to the attention of the group yet because it's serious and I'm not positive.
But you're pretty positive.
But I'm pretty positive. I don't know how much longer we can go on buying lines.
Johnny, we're not on the table. We rely on the booth.
People are coming in when I tell them, no, thank you. It's starting to get ugly.
But you've had that before. People making things up, people getting angry.
Yeah, you get that all the time.
I've gotten people who are hungry and desperate. Gotten people who are crazy. But after the show last week in Pond Creek, a man came up to me. I do remember him vaguely, and he said, "You use my line." I said, "I can assure you, no." He said, "You used my line and you never paid me for it." I said, "No." He said, "Calm thyself, Bartram, and tell me where the magic space crystals are hidden that can save the galaxy." That was my line. Use it and you never paid me for it. I said, look, I showed him the date, the line I wrote down. I said, that's not the line you offered me. He said, what's this? It's a piece of paper and a pen. It means nothing. You forged my signature and you stole my line, and now I want my payment. This guy, he knew he was lying. He knew I knew he was lying. This guy was bold, and people are becoming bold, and that's new.
But we can't not. If we stop, we're going to lose out to other shows that keep buying lines.
Well, what if we restricted it to just to brokers? People we have trusted relationships with.
But those guys, I don't know about those guys. They say they've got nothing, you trade a show to Richards, and suddenly they happen to have an entire show. The best lines we get are from people we don't know. People who walk right up to the booth.
I got that guy who wrote for Saturday Night Live.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah, it was a whole chunk of Heart of Darkness plus some lines from Lisa the Vegetarian. And he said he had this really good part about Much Poo About Nothing, but that he'd have to join up. We'd have to take him on, and he was the man for it. I don't remember what happened to him. Maybe he went to Richards.
Wait, they're not taking people on, are they?
Sometimes they're also letting people go.
Palm Creek. Palm Creek has never been great, right? We take it off the route. Maybe we add Selena and Holford before we cross into Kansas. I know it's not great business, and it sucks for the horses, but they'd love to have us.
It's not just Pond Creek. Muscogee was cool, but till 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, I didn't like the feeling.
Right.
Look, our episodes are getting pretty good. We're putting together rather accurate shows.
Richards is having the same problem too, I bet.
Maybe their security detail's better than ours.
Oh, I'm right here, sweetheart.
Honey, you're doing a great job, but Richards has 6 guys on permanently, and you're just hiring guys from town to town.
Well, listen, we don't need to be Richards. We don't need 23 shows.
They've got 27 now.
27? Whose did they buy?
Thursday night.
Those guys are losers anyway.
You know, I've heard.
No, I know what you're about to say, and it's definitely a rumor.
All right, but okay. We don't need to be Richards' couch. They can only be at one place at one time.
Let's not kid ourselves. If Richards has a strong enough security detail, they keep buying lines. They keep buying lines. They assemble superior shows. We lose audience. We lose even more audience until we're selling our repertoire show by show by show to Richards. Thursday Night How does as long as they could. I think some of those guys just went to Shakespeare's, and some of them just sold themselves outright.
I heard Richards, they have a stash of lithiums and 10 of those super powerful camping lanterns. They're gonna do a dusk to dark showing of a streetcar named Marge with a spotlight finale.
They can't keep that up for long.
Long enough though, right?
Still kills me that they've got streetcar.
Hey, our commercials are excellent.
Our commercials are great.
They are great. They are excellent. We don't need the booth for the commercials. All right. Keeping it moving, there's only a few more hours of daylight left, and we still have yet to run through chart hits.
Chart hits! Let's do it!
Chart hits! Sam, Matt, you got the car.
Rock and roll.
Oh yeah!
Has anyone
Costumes,
seen my
no costumes?
glasses?
Absolutely costume.
Wait, so is Toxic in or out, or what did we decide?
It's a piece of music that doesn't play well with the others.
But I want it.
But she wants it, so it's in for another go-round. One, two, three, four. Bum, 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 bum.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Driving through the American West. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Driving through the American East. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Driving through the American South.
Southwest.
Southeast.
Across the plains.
Along the coast.
Straddling the borders.
With the radio on.
Pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume.
Crank up the tunes.
There have been reports of...
fall. Upside, inside out, living la vida loca. Push and pull you out, living la vida loca.
With the taste of your lips, I'm on a run. Your toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of your poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic, toxic, toxic? I'm licking up.
I've been living my
toxic.
enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the
toxic.
Welcome to the
toxic. To the new age. Bow, 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 bow,
$20 in my pocket. I'm running, looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome. This is
once in a lifetime. Oh.
You're toxic, and I'm slipping under.
And I park the car. And I'm parking the car. And you zip up your jacket.
do.
Well, can this thing just be plopped? If you can get the house coat.
Right, and so just...
It's just a hand issue. I don't have enough hands.
Okay, so you could be her wig hands. Everyone else?
Well, I zigged when I should have been zagging. I have the time to help.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Gib?
Yeah?
You had enough time to get under there?
Yeah. Did anyone see me?
I wasn't looking. I'll keep an eye on it next time.
What if he has engine oil on his face? Just a big plot of engine oil.
Yeah.
Like here, or nose over.
Like on his eye, like a black eye?
Like one of those dogs.
If you can get it on.
There's time. There's time. We could use, I don't know what.
Hey, was that your thunk coming down? That wasn't your thunk.
That was my thunk.
It has to be more of a thunk.
I don't know how much more of a thunk I can with my bare body.
There's a board underneath it, maybe. Like a hollow board?
Make a wooden board a piece of one of those doors?
Or a sheet of metal? No.
Again, like one of those doors out back.
Yeah, but when would we get it under
I
there?
have a stash in the back. I'll go grab it.
This is a whole other moving part. I just want to register that.
It just has to be more of a thing. That moment, it has to be more of a thing.
So, what do you think? Like, here? Here?
Yeah, that could work.
Or you need something black but with reddish sheen, like viscous, but also...
But it's a cartoon. I think even just mud. Something black and solid.
But it can't just look like mud. It's gotta look like engine oil. So it's not just that he's dirty, it's that whole thing like, okay, all during the journey, he's clinging to the underbelly of the car, hot engine oil dripping down his face, and he holds on. He perseveres, and that is what makes him scary.
I just think something on a person's face is funny. I think if it's realistic, that's just distracting.
Okay, this is that discussion.
Okay, this is a cartoon. That's what we're doing. A cartoon. You keep trying to turn it into a drama.
I'm not trying to turn it into a drama, Quincy. I'm trying to create a richer sense of reality because things are funniest when they're true, right?
I just think if we're giving everything motivations, where's the power? Where's the joy? No motivation, no consequence. That is the point of a cartoon. Where else do we get to experience that? Nowhere.
I just think we have a real chance here to like engage, but at the same time create larger. Are we just entertaining them? We have a real opportunity here to create meaning.
Meaning is everywhere. We get meaning for free whether we like it or not. Meaningless entertainment, on the other hand, is actually really hard. Look, if you don't like what we're trying to do here, why don't you go somewhere to commensurate with your matchless aesthetic? The dramas. The Blonde, West Wing, Tulsa Circuit. I hear she's actually pretty sick. Maybe they'll take you in there. It's not like you're pulling your weight around here anyway.
Quincy. Jeez.
What?
Babe. You know, I think I got it.
All right, keeping it moving. Gib, can you get back in there? Under?
Yeah, right on it.
All right, just let me slide this.
Sideshow Bob, everyone. Emerging. Hey, are the rakes in position?
Yeah.
Excellent, I heard that.
At last, Bart Simpson, at last. While you and your family cozy yourselves away in your houseboat, while you play cards and drink hot cocoa, I shall be lurking here on the riverbank, like a crocodile, only with much better skin and a superlative singing voice. And come nightfall... Oh, show's not till tomorrow, gentlemen.
What's going on here?
Nothing. Colleen, it's fine.
If you do not have any business here,
Colleen,
which you
shut
do
it.
not...
Listen. If there's anything that could be of use to you...
I strongly suggest, gentlemen.
Maria... You have the book, right?
Colleen.
Maria.
Shit. Colleen.
Over here.
one by one, all over Springfield, lights in the windows flare. The call came on the radio. Chief Piggum grabbed his cap. Who said use these buckets?
There will be no charge for that. Good evening. I'm Troy McClure. You may know me.
And Willie grabbed his bridge.
Shook it with a mighty curse.
Miss Copple grabbed her bullhorn, and Velma grabbed her purse.
I'm here to report an incident at the Springfield Nuclear Power Tower.
Ned Flanders seized his cross.
God is always handy.
And Nala, whose back was turned, Nancy grabbed the candy.
Yes, I grabbed the candy and I shoved it in my mouth, and I remember to the yelling and the comments when we saw the car was turned towards the end. Tumbles and flames us through the air.
And we all ran over there. We ran towards the siren's lair. The smoke is streaming through the night and through the night away. We heard a who was there above. Mayor Quimby raised his hands for calm. Low past pictures of Chablis, and no one shouted flee. Yes, no one thought to flee. No one thought to flee.
What's that, Ken? I'm receiving a report from the site.
I said it's only a fire. It's cracks like bullets are turned the corner. Lights over our walls, the towers broke, the show broken, smoking. I can't stop looking into windows. This not humans looking at the fellas. Ladies, follow after me. There's people in there. They're simple. We gotta
run. Above the smoke there is a moon.
Reports from the site confirm an intermatic power plant owner, M. Burns, is inside the building.
We gotta run. Behind the flame, a million songs.
Feast don't fail me, feast don't fail me. Feast don't fail me, don't fail me, feast.
The parking lot, there's bodies strewn.
Main call, stay where you are.
Survivors struggle to their cause.
There is no reason to evacuate.
Feast don't fail me, feast don't fail me, feast don't fail me. No, don't fail me now.
And we just can't get there fast enough. Slow whipping through the air, maybe gas is up. Where the towers were, a bunch of pillars of light. And I hear the screams in the lit up night. And I'm stopped in my tracks just like a lost wife.
Ken, you're breaking up, Ken. Breaking. Ken, you're breaking.
The darkness means with the radiance bright. I know in my soul this is the crazy life. Upside, inside out, I see through the smoke. The sky is devil red. You reached for me, but I broke. The world is made of flames. I twist and turn and choke. This is la vida loca. We are living la vida loca. Lisa Murray Kapner, Quintus Lewis Pease, Tavonda Ellis Frazier, Georgia Ann Deveris, Martin Bailey Knight, Susanna Serquin, Cecilia Calderon, Michael Scott Glenn.
You may know me. You may have known me.
Pooja are Zahawi, Jennifer Holloway, Alberto, John DeRossi, Samantha Way.
Maybe you knew me. Now, there's no
Lily Peckers, Madison Robinson, no one knew to flee, only one family, only one family.
Mom, Dad, Lisa, Maggie, this
feel the boat sway, bodies pass on the current, my whole life floats away. The first drops of rain, the first hours of night, our first moments of sorrow, our first day of flight.
I'm a brand new man, it's a bold new day. My family is safe and we're sailing away.
But we don't know where we're sailing to, and we don't know what we're going to do. The rivers rage, the end of day, and morning seems so far away.
We'll sail to the horizon, and if we fall off, we'll pick ourselves up, we'll dust ourselves off.
There's a storm coming, there's a storm coming, there's a storm coming, I know. If we could only return to Springfield, night was bright as day, streetlights shone on every corner, lamps glowed in each cafe. The movie theater flickered with every story known. You want to speak to someone, you pick up the telephone. The air is filled with music, the streets are filled with laughter. And when you want to eat something, you open the refrigerator. But if we had a telephone, it would only ring and ring. There's no one there to answer, streets are filled with nothing. We long to go back to Springfield, to glide through all those days. Each crowd of half stories, each heart a signal plays. Springfield, 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 Springfield.
You ladies with your fussing, everything will be just fine. We'll play cards and drink hot cocoa, have a real good time. We'll pretend there is no river, we'll pretend there is no night. We'll close the shade, ignore the storm, it will be all right. Yes, it will be all right. Everything will be all right.
The skies are churning muddy green, the river now is black. The world is filled with lightning, oh, we're never going back.
Bart!
Coming, Dad. There is no going back.
everyone's going to be sad. 3 little lads who are all unwary, worried a family, are we scary? Come let us all be extra merry.
Everyone's going to be sad.
Things are going to turn out bad.
Itchy, scratchy, whichever one you are. Bart Simpson, after so many years.
Mr. Burns, looks like the cat dragged you in.
Ah, well, you're looking fresh as a daisy. Life has been kind to you. A pity. The world has so much to teach us, and I feel it's my duty, and yes, I will confess it my pleasure, to see that you are educated.
Well, sucks for you. I'm such a bad student.
Well, I feel I can motivate you to learn. Our first teacher, our loving family.
Loving family? Puh. Homer there's a small-time drunk. My sister's the most annoying nerd on the planet. And Mom, God love her. You gotta love her. But the blue hair, the nagging, well, good riddance to all of them. That's what I say. It's time I was my own man.
Oh, you'll be alone soon enough, Bart Simpson.
The beef you had was with me, Mr. Burns. Why don't you just let my family go now?
Let them go, you say? Let them go where? Out into the storm? That would hardly be kind. I slipped the rope as we plunged from the dock. We're midstream now in the middle of a raging river. If the crocodiles don't get them, then the piranhas will. And if the piranhas won't, then the current will dash them into 1,000 pieces on the rocks. No, much better we stay inside tonight. We'll play cards and drink hot cocoa.
Mr. Burns, you'd better back away. You'd better toss the schemes aside. 'Cause you're messing with a Simpson, a man of fury and pride.
That's right, you're messing with the Simpsons.
Cowabunga, way to bust a gag, please.
Mind from out, little bro. Watch and learn.
That's right, you're messing with the Simpsons. We're a united family. Yes, you provoke the wrath of Simpsons. If you've got half a brain, you'll flee.
You're gonna go from dreams of glory to the gutter and the skids.
There's a chance you could have done it too if it weren't for those on.
Rebel Simpsons, I've come over all chilled.
Now you look here, Mr. Burns.
A Spitfire. Excellent, I adore a little Spitfire. You have the same antic spirit as your lovable scamp of a brother. Now, take a look at these re-enchanting fisticuffs. So to determine wads and digits, why I could just eat them up. Now, take a gander at these babies here. Appetizing. No? No? You don't think so? Oh, I see you're distracted by my tattoos. Yes, of course you are. For they're very interesting tattoos indeed, and they tell a very important story. The story of the left, and the story of the right. The story of the world. Now listen close, little children. Listen very, very closely. Here we have Mr. L-O-V-E Love. Proud and sassy, just as pleased as Punch. But then comes along old H-A-T-E, hate. Sour and surly as the day is long. And now there's an eyeballing. Oh, and now there's a snarling. Oh, now there's a real battle royale. But not to worry. Love is a mighty mixer. Oh, yes, that's right. Love is a winning. Love is... Oh, but no. No, love isn't a winning. Love's a straining. Love's a struggling.
No, say it ain't so!
Love is down. Down for the count. 10, 9, 8, 7. Is that an eyelash you see fluttering there? No. Love is out cold. 6, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, little children, we need to rouse love in time. We need to wake love up. Make such a clapping and a collaring. Make such a hooting and a hollering for love, folks. We need to wake love up. 4, 3. Put your hands together for love still. Put your hands together for love. I see love fiction to rise. I see love straining to rise. But can love rise in time? There are caps in the air, ladies and gentlemen. We need to wake love up. We need to rouse love in time. We need to wake love up. 1,
just in the nick of time, up love springs and beats old HATE handily. Reassuring, isn't it? So you see, little Lisa Simpson, I bring you love. Love triumphant, love intoxicating, love delectable, love just so gosh darn yummy. Here, have a taste.
Just remember, little Lisa, everything will be just fine. Hope will always triumph, day will always follow night. Everything will be alright. Everything will be all.
You heard your daddy, Pumpkin. Every little thing will be just fine. Now, where was I? Oh yes, that's right. I was singing.
La la da 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 da.
Hey, there's no use in balling. A guy like me should wear a warning. I'm dangerous for falling.
There's no escape. I can't wait.
You need a hit. Babe, I'll give you it.
He's dangerous. I'm loving it.
Do you feel me now?
He's toxic. You're sipping on him.
Just one taste of my poison paradise.
Oh, you love what he does, though he's
So very toxic.
When love first falls upon his knee, his mother heals him with a kiss, and this is how love comes to know. Hardy succeeded by bliss. But hate knows every single wound, leaves a scar that lasts forever. Hate knows every story ends on a dark and raging river. Yes, hate knows every story ends on a dark and raging river. And now the sky is filled with stars. The moon floats high, the moon floats high. You cannot see him for the storm. The stars and moon are safe and warm. Take care, shake it from the trees. Their nests are torn and blown away. They try to rise, they try to fly. The wind fills in their wings, they die. Wings ripped apart by wind, they die.
Your family can't help you any longer. Steady. Don't even think of trying to jump. The piranhas will wait just until I've finished with you. Now, take a good last look at everything. Have you seen everything there is to see? Then, you'll want to make your final goodbyes.
I stand on the deck. I don't feel the boat sway. My heart's already gone. My soul's already slipped away. This is my final hour in the heart of a storm. No peace in my heart, nothing warm. This is the moment when I say goodbye. The whole world and I, the whole world and I keep my cool and I do not cry. I only want to say goodbye to everything. It's the end of everything. The woods are ablaze, lightning cracks in the sky, smoke full of ashes and thunder on high. And I'm drenched with the rain, I'm drenched with my tears. I've been alive for what feels like 100 years. This is the part where I say goodbye. This is my final lullaby. Everyone I love has gone. I'll have joined them by the dawn. Yes, I'll have vanished by the dawn.
Wonderful! I love a poignant warble. You may think me soft, but it is a foible. This has been a sweet reverie under a dewy sky, but the dream is over. Wakey, wakey, Bart Simpson. Time to die.
Do you want me to kneel, or stand, or sit?
Is this the famous Simpson spirit? It's in there somewhere. How I fear it. Boys. You may refuse to believe that a gentleman with my feminine propensities, my love for babies, candies, amenities, is gonna mash your skull open and slurp your eyeballs down neat. But I will enjoy the taste of your face and your defeat. Nothing? A shame. You're sadly lacking zest. Let's make this interesting.
However you want, let's just get it done.
You have to hope when hope is senseless, son. Remember, remember.
Sure you're ready?
Remember.
No last minute.
Remember, remember. You've got to breathe when breath is useless.
You've got to love when love is gone.
You've got to carry on.
March, you've got to carry on.
Bart Simpson, I trust you to bungle diet.
That was a reflex. I wasn't trying.
You've got to keep your eyes open when all you can see is shit.
Never surrender, the world never turn from it. You just startled me. I'm ready to die.
Dear boy, your savage pose says that's a lie.
I'm gonna prove myself. Stop the music. This moment you own it. You better not let it go. You've only taken one shot. Do not miss your chance. Don't blow this opportunity to end my lifetime. Come on, Bart. Get yourself into place. Face the long goodbye. The final sigh. Sayonara, suckers. Cold, cruel world. Toodaloo. Burns, snap to it. Let's see what you can do.
I'm not going to strains in the statue, there's no team hatchery. There's boat spinning on a river in a world that's gone. Your family gone, the forest on fire. There's no life to aspire to, no air that won't inspire you. And if you could learn to hope again, to conquer dread, yes, that's right. Ghost Simpsons, I've been perfectly aware of your off-key musical maundering since the beginning.
Those Simpsons.
It wouldn't matter now, little Bartley. You'd still just be as dead.
Mom? Dad?
Nothing protects us, nothing holds us, nothing leads us on, but we stumble ahead. Anyway, we scrape, we bleed, we bite. We're going to fight and fight and
Fight and fight and fight and fight and fight.
Itchy scratchy.
and fight and fight and fight and fight.
There's no one looking after me, just shadows and their history. There's nothing for me up ahead. The river curves and then I'm dead. But I believe that I'm going to stick around for another second or two, because I've never done what I've been told, and Burns, you don't want me to. I believe I'm going to stick around for another second or two. I'm going to make a little trouble. Gonna cause a hullabaloo.
Another second or two, dear boy, there is nothing another second can do, not for you.
You only get one shot, you now miss a chance. You only get one shot. 20% skip. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. We're on the edge.
I got one shot.
The glory.
One shot, bro.
Tonight, 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 tonight. Don't bail me now. Don't bail me now. Rabbits! Rabbits!
Dead now. This is no victory, Bart Simpson. And don't imagine that you may have succeeded. But no, you have not triumphed. Only freakish dumb luck plucked you from me. And if you think that God or fate or fortune or any other sentimental some such rescued you from me, oh my little charmer, what a savage surprise is the rest of your life going to be.
This is it, Burns. You're never coming back.
Never.
Never.
What, never?
No, never.
Yes, kill me now, Bart Simpson. Kill me all you like. But don't be surprised when you and I meet again. I'm never leaving. I don't go away. I'll be here for 100 years. I'll be here for 1,000 years. I'll be here for 100,000, for 1,000,000 years, Bart Simpson. I'll be here for forever.
You'll stay away forever. I cannot know what next I'll see. I'm running forward anyway. I'm not afraid to meet the day. The world is filled with everything. I'm a boy who could be anything. And now I will do everything. The whole world unfurls before me. A great adventure lies before me. I'm reaching out to everything. I'm calling out to everything. There's nothing I'm afraid to be. The world is near and dear to me. I run to meet and hope for love never dies in memory. And I will meet life gloriously. Yes, I will meet my life so gloriously.